I'm stoked on this laser, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'll use it, but it's nice to have. Hey guys, morning. Good to see everybody. My name is Ben Lakoff. Great intro by Ashton. And I'll reiterate what he said. So EAK, great job putting this together. It's a freaking awesome place. Walk around, the grounds are incredible. So check it out. Cool. I just realized I have the wrong date on that first slide. So, all right, agenda. I'm gonna do an intro. Who the heck am I? Then we'll talk a bit about the NFT market right now. Don't worry, it's not melting down. It'll be here for a while. I won't talk about Terra or UST, even though I'm tempted this whole time. Then we'll talk a little bit more about NFTs beyond art. So what's next? And this includes the financialization of NFTs, and then an intro into charged particles. Who am I? My name is Ben Lakoff. So I have a background in finance. I have my CFA, which just meant that I got rid of my May month for a number of years as I studied for that test. Now I pay a bunch of money to keep those 3 letters after my name. I'm the co-founder and business lead at Charged Particles. So I'll go into what that is, but it's an NFT protocol that allows you to take your NFT and put things inside of it. So very much outside the scope of just art. Active advisor, angel investor in over 75 projects in the space. Been in the crypto area for a while. I'm a mentor at the Lao, Tachyon, and Kernel. NFTs, this whole thing is about NFTs, so I won't go into a lot of detail about what they are, but they are non-fungible tokens, unique tokens. They offer true digital ownership in this previously infinitely replicable digital media file. And these are now provably scarce and secured on the blockchain, and the world is obviously starting to take notice. We'll go over this in much detail with everybody's talks, so I won't belabor it too much. The media narrative right now is that NFTs, well, right now, in the last couple days, maybe NFTs are dead, don't worry about that, but overall, zooming out with all of these, NFTs are this next big thing. They have a lot of use cases, they have a lot of different attributes that make them valuable in the long term. That doesn't mean that we're early and everything you buy will go up long term, but it means that this core technology is something very special that can be used for a lot of use cases going forward, and we'll go into those. The reality is that these are relatively small circles. So the numbers here, I mean, the number of wallets interacting with NFTs, I don't know if this is a good metric. I'm sure a number of people have a number of different wallets, so I'm not sure if that's a good one. And these NFT marketplaces have a lot of volume right now, but again, the key here is that it is still very early stages, and that it's very much focused on art and collectibles. If you talk to most people and you say, hey, what is an NFT? They say it's $1 million image of a monkey that's selling on the internet. I don't understand it. So we're going to move beyond that, beyond just art and collectibles, but it's going to be a slow transition. Art, if you Google it, these were taken ages ago, but the headlines get more and more absurd, and all of these NFT marketplaces raising at 9-figure valuations. I mean, there's good reason why the world is continuing to think that NFTs are art or collectibles, because every time you Google it, this is what the headlines you're seeing. The kind of consensus here is that in-game items will be the next big thing within NFTs. So if you haven't realized at this point that NFTs as in-game items, if you're a gamer, maybe you don't think that this is a good thing, but gamers spend a lot of money on in-game assets, and all of these in-game assets could be represented by an NFT. So $50 billion plus in 2020. In 2025, and these may be old numbers at this point, but over $75 billion in in-game items. So you can see very easily that these digital media items, the skin in a game, this game that used to be free to play, you can now spend money to just change the view, the image of your character in the game. There's a lot of value there that could be wrapped up as an NFT. And play to earn and all of these things, the key is that it's very early with this. Blockchain gaming does not mean play to earn. It's a trend right now. I think there'll be aspects of all of these things as we experiment around into like the final form, which will be something much different with NFT gaming. The metaverse, it's funny, talking about the metaverse in these presentations, a year and a half ago, I still had to explain what it was, and everybody had their different idea of what a metaverse was. Now, it's clear that it's coming. Facebook has renamed themselves to Meta and made it their goal to kind of jam down the throats of all of us what their idea of the metaverse could be. I think, as with gaming, the final form of what the metaverse looks like is still evolving and will continue to evolve, whether it be secured, open, transparent, secured by blockchain, or more centralized. That will be kind of the battle of the next 5 years or so. But NFTs are art, collectibles, maybe a little bit of gaming, and then definitely, they'll be involved with the metaverse. So figuring out, this is kind of the narrative that's going on today. But beyond just those use cases, a major use case could be NFTs as access tokens or token gates. So when looking at these numbers, like access management economy is $30 billion a year. The subscription economy is over $200 billion per year. Global loyalty programs, $200 billion a year. And even with this event, right, we all have an NFT ticket from Yellowheart, which if you didn't download the app, super, super cool. But I talked to an alternative investor not that long ago, and he said the market for ticket stubs, like actual physical ticket stubs, my father has tons of these from when he saw Rolling Stones back in the day. The market for these is gone crazy. So these collectibles, these physical collectibles from my father going to a concert back in the day is now worth a lot of money. So having just this digitized as an NFT ticket, lots of potential value there, and that kind of falls into this category. Shout out Yellowheart. Great app, great idea, love it. All right, so what's next beyond all of this? There's this theme of called the financialization of NFTs. I describe this as the continued blurring of NFTs and financial products and/or DeFi. So these things are starting to blend in a new, unique way, and this is kind of the financialization of NFTs in my mind. And so probably the most common example here that you would think of is fractional ownership. So fractional ownership has not been a new thing. Masterworks has been doing it for a long time in the traditional art market. You take art, in this case an NFT, and you break it up into a bunch of pieces, and people are able to own it. This allows for the benefits of digitization, right? Like each of us can own a little portion of this more expensive piece of art. There could be liquidity benefits of having more liquidity as this thing is broken up, but this is still kind of the early stages, and there's actually quite a few regulatory hurdles to do this in a compliant manner. But NFTs fractionalization is a key use case. What about renting? So talking again about the gaming aspect. So NFT gaming will be huge, yes. So you have all of these in-game items that you own and you can carry, and perhaps you'll be able to carry them from one gaming ecosystem to another, to be determined. But the idea of being able to monetize these when you're not using them in a trustless way. Trustless is the key part here. But you're able to rent them to other gamers, other people that want to use this NFT for that day, that week, that tournament, or whatever. This is starting to be a reality that you can do this in a trustless manner through different protocols, actually rent and monetize that NFT that you have in this new unique way. It also opens up the door to kind of blowing your mind about some of these things. So we talked about the NFT ticket today. So if I have this NFT ticket that proves that I was here, that allows me to get into the door that they're checking, what happens if I can rent this to somebody on the outside for an hour to come in and use it? It's the same sort of problems we have with physical tickets, like if I pass it to somebody and get it back. But when secured by the blockchain, maybe it's a little bit more secure, perhaps, in the future state of being able to retain that back if they do something malicious. All right, so NFTs have all of this value, the ability to put them in a smart contract and take out a loan based on that amount. This will be huge. In the US, we call this a HELOC, home equity line of credit. You do it with your house, people understand that. But the ability to have this valuable object put in a smart wallet or put in a smart contract and take out a loan based on it, this will be huge, could fuel the next big rise in NFTs, in my opinion. And then one of the sponsors here, Dylan, NFT3, talks quite a lot about is NFTs as identity. So we have this NFT Web3 passport, this Web3 identity. You're able to do on-chain credit scoring. All of these things could be like a core fundamental building block in this next world of NFTs in a more pervasive area. And lastly, so combining these. So we have these building blocks, and these aren't all of them, but it was a 15-minute presentation. But you're taking these NFTs that are much more financialized. You have an NFT as a financial product. You can use an NFT as a governance layer, bundled and unbundled in new ways, combined with fungible and other non-fungible tokens in new, unique ways, combined with DeFi. So this is kind of the world we at Charged Particles envision. I think we'll get there eventually, but the bundling and unbundling, combining and pulling apart, this is what will be happening. So what is Charged Particles? So Charged Particles is an NFT protocol that allows you to take your NFT, your normal ERC-721, and give it its own smart wallet so it can hold other assets. So you can deposit inside of your NFT other fungible tokens, ERC-20, yield-bearing DeFi assets or non, social tokens, whatever you would like, as well as other NFTs, so 721s or 1155s. We're NFT agnostic, so gaming NFTs, metaverse NFTs, ticket NFTs, whatever you would like. You can put things inside of this and create a little bundle, a gift basket, if you will. We've been live on mainnet since February of last year, and also live on Polygon since summer of last year. So with the DApp, we've had about $3 million in NFT sales. That number is higher at the moment. But it's important to note that these NFTs that you create on Charged Particles or you energize up, you put things inside, are still an ERC-721. It could still be sold on OpenSea or other popular NFT marketplaces. It's still that NFT. It just has a smart wallet associated with it, allowing it to hold other assets, whether they be fungible or non. Another actually key use of this is you're able to deposit interest-bearing assets inside of your NFT. And then you're able to direct a portion of that interest to the owner, the original creator, or a third party. So you can imagine this NFT earning interest with interest streams kind of directed out to different wallets. This was a key idea back in the day that we were thinking with gaming. This could be very cool. You're battling, you earn the interest earned. There's a lot of really cool use cases that this enables that we get really excited about. So what does this look like? Somebody owns an NFT that actually owns these other assets, so fungible or non. So 1155s, 721s, or ERC-20s. I like pictures. They help me understand it a little bit better. So charged particles, it's not just art, right? We're moving beyond when you're combining these things. Yes, it can be art. You can create your piece of art. It's truly unique, it's beautiful, and you can put social tokens inside of it. That's totally possible. But when thinking about NFTs beyond having financial products, all of this all containerized within an NFT, that's when things get very, very interesting. Actually, for this conference, talked about scanning some of the QR codes and some of these things. Charged Particles is partnered with BlockDown to create gift baskets. So we've got, I think, 200 NFTs, each of which will be filled with partners' tokens. So any partners out there that hasn't talked to EAK about this, like, donate some tokens, we'll deposit them into these NFT gift baskets that will be distributed to the participants of BlockDown as like a cool thank you for coming, here's your gift basket. It's still an NFT, you can pull out the contents and then, just like a ticket NFT, it can sit in your wallet and show this, this social graph of who you are and where you've been and what you like. An entire portfolio can be containerized within an NFT. So you have multiple NFTs, multiple DeFi strategies, all containerized within this NFT that you can easily transfer, you can easily use as collateral, you then take a loan against it. With all of these other ones, things get quite weird. If you have the whole DeFi portfolio in your NFT and you rent it to somebody else, maybe they can use it for collateral for a brief period of time to get that loan that they wanted. The world gets quite funky, but we're here for it. You could even create an NFT index fund. So multiple NFTs, multiple governance tokens representing those NFT protocols, all containerized within an NFT, and then fractionalize it out into fungible tokens again. These things are all possible with our dApp and have been for a year and a half now. And actually, in the interest of time, I'm just going to quickly go through these next ones. I think the speaker after me actually got delayed anyway, so just give me a wave if I'm going a little bit too long, yeah? When talking about NFTs as a governance layer, you think about an NFT as an access token or like that governance layer. If this NFT can own things, hold things inside, well, so maybe an NFT gives you access to something, like the NFT gives you access to this event. Well, that NFT filled with other tokens, maybe that unlocks another layer. If that NFT has the tokens inside of it and it's time locked for a year, so you're kind of proving to that that ecosystem that you won't sell those tokens without the NFT, maybe that gives you something even more. So it gives you this this flexibility to create something different within the ecosystem using these building blocks of tokens and more tokens put together and time locked in whatever way you would like. Vesting capsules. This is a great product that we've used for a while. If there are any founders out there that are raising tokens, take that vesting contract that your investor would typically pull those tokens from Etherscan or some vesting portal, put that within the NFT. You can transfer them the NFT on day one. They can then use this as collateral. They can transfer it to a new wallet. They can also sell it before it vests, but it gives this more portability with those tokens like never before. A key value prop of Charged Particles is it doesn't have to be an NFT created on our platform. We can do this with existing NFTs. So we're actually starting voting for existing NFTs. Right now it's just NFTs on our platform and Rarible, but have a favorite PFP that you want to see enabled with this technology, jump in our Discord, tweet at us, and we'd love to get it whitelisted so you can start charging it up and putting things inside of it. Cool. So this is Charged Particles. So we are an NFT protocol enabling this for all NFTs, all types. Our dApp is just a proof of concept for what could be possible. But the real interesting thing happens later this year when we come out with our SDK. So builders, we've separated into guilds at this point. Each guild focuses on a different niche within the NFT world. Building right now with Charged Particles, but using our dApp. So as soon as the API and SDK come out, you can start using these composable building blocks that we've created in whatever creative way that you would like. I've gone over this. I'll skip it. We've been around since before NFTs were cool, and we will continue to innovate. What's next? The API SDK. This is when things get very, very interesting. So if you're a developer, if you're looking to incorporate some sort of aspect like what Charged Particles enables, reach out to me, find me, send us a DM, send me a DM. We're always happy to talk. Our guilds within Charged Particles are quite active. There's a card game going on right now using Charged Particles where you nest weapons inside of your character, and that gives you different abilities within the game to battle against somebody else. So lots of really cool stuff, and all of this is done in a pretty hacky sort of way, like using our dApp. Very centralized, but with the SDK, you could incorporate this in a much more trustless way and get really, really creative with it. But yeah, if you're into games, like check out our gaming guild. There's a lot of cool stuff happening. All right, that is my presentation. There's a lot going on with NFTs. I encourage you to keep asking what's beyond just art, and check out Charged Particles if any part of this conversation resonated with you. And I think we have some time for questions, and Ashton will probably come back. So at this point, oh, they're giving me a no. Just kidding, we're done. Hey, everyone have a great day. Thanks for your time.